Parkway Village and Armada Council meeting will come to order. May 22nd, 23rd, pardon me. And this meeting is up a week because of the holiday for next week. So, pledge allegiance to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Clerk, call roll, please.
Shaw.
Here.
Clark.
Here.
Conan.
Here.
Wallach.
Here.
Baylor.
Here.
Cooper. Here. Belkey. Here.
Approval of the agenda. What's the council's wishes?
I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Support.
Moved and supported. For any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Tonight, there's no president, no, pardon me. We're back up to citizen comments. Anyone in the audience? Chris, would you want to address the...
Not yet. That's his hair.
I'm not there yet.
Depends what you're representing.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me the opportunity to
Very
jump
thoughtful
other
there,
things.
Chris, you know, so
Yep. Thank you.
no presentations tonight, and then so now we'll go with Chris, if you want to, with first,
Sure.
Mr. Clark
Chris is
first.
here, I'll give the report.
We had another good month. No exceedances. I submitted the state reports on May 9th. Our average flow for the month was 256,000 gallons a day, which is well above what we had last year, like 150 something. Our max flow for one day was 496,000, and that was on the 11th. It was raining and infiltration again. We did regular preventative maintenance per the CMMS. We had a chance to finally tear apart a check valve downstairs on one of the sump pumps. We thought we were gonna have to replace it. It was a 4-inch check valve. It probably would have been about $300-400 bucks. But we found that it was just seized up, so we re-lubed it, cleaned all the seats out on the flapper, and got it working again. So both sump pumps downstairs are operational. Both of them do need new bearings. The seals, the bearings are fine, but the seals on the bearings are shot. So we gotta make sure we keep greasing them, or they will not work anymore. Looking into that, getting prices. General housekeeping was done. Also, we collected, per our permit, our copper and our low-level mercury samples. Again, that's just a number that we give the state. There's no highs, lows, or anything. It's just to put it in the permit in the state report per our permit. I ordered our discharge monitoring requirement quality assurance study stuff, which basically a lab sends us unknown samples of everything that we perform in the lab. And we do the samples and we send in our results, and they will send us back letting us know if we passed or failed. It is required by the EPA that we do this on an annual basis. I just finished the last of the tests today, and I'm going to be sending our results out, and hopefully by next meeting I will know how we did. I'm sure we did pretty good. We had 3 emergency call-outs during April. On 4/2 we had a high flow alarm. I got a call at 4:15 in the morning. I arrived, found the flow up to 375 gallons a minute. I acknowledged the alarm and just went about my normal work day. And then that night got another alarm at 9 p.m. Brian Lee came in at 10 and the flow was at 270. He reset the alarm and everything was all right. And then on 410, we got another high flow alarm. So that was it. It was just high flow alarms. So
What is the set point when the alarm?
270. And I personally feel it can be higher. The plant can run fine at 270. And I think that's why it's in the contract that 3 of them are like free a month. Because even if we reset the alarm, It's gonna go off, if it don't get below 270, it's gonna go off 12 hours later. It's just the way it's set up.
Yeah, so could we raise that set point at all, or?
We'd have to get a programmer for the PLC to come in and change it. There's a couple other things I'd like to change in the programming also, but
Sometimes those are just nuisance calls.
yes, they are, because you gotta come in because you don't know what it is.
Exactly.
So,
Someday, I think maybe we'll get to where we have smartphones and he can see what it is, and then he can maybe do something from the house. And
that's
kind of
nice.
see the
I had that
results.
before.
Results coming in.
Yeah, they have it available.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
but again, it's all,
Money.
money.
It's not a necessity, but it's nice to have.
Yeah,
I got 3 quotes, per Steve on the gas monitoring system for the grip building. I gave them to Steve also. They were all really close, so nobody tried to highball or lowball us. I called them on Friday just to make sure that there was not gonna be any unexpected charges, and everybody said it's a pretty much straightforward job. They don't foresee anything costing extra. Only person that didn't get back with me was Jim from Bumler Mechanical. The UIS and THI got back with me.
they were the original ones that we got the price from, and then we've gotten 2 more, and like Chris said, they're very close. It's not like they're 5,000 apart, I mean, they're within hundreds, so,
2 of them were within $50, I think, wasn't it? Something like that.
something like that, so.
And I made sure it was apples to apples, this kind of system, so. Finally got Kent Lawn Care all signed up to mow the grass, got his insurance and all that, so they are signed up, local company to do our grass. And why I'm talking about grass, I was gonna ask for permission, if it's okay with you guys, I don't know how to go about it. The drive when you pull in where the sign that's our Armada wastewater treatment plant, it's got bushes around it, it is extremely grown over with box elder trees. I was wondering if I could take the skidster, pull all them out, and put grass seed or edging and mulch or something down around it to make it look a lot better.
Sure.
Yeah, it needs it.
I walk on the trail and I try to, are those trees supposed to be there?
No, there's
No,
there's box
trim them.
elder
No,
trees
they're
too.
pretty good size.
Yeah, I'll cut them out of there.
They've been trimmed, but inside the bushes, they're pretty big around.
Yeah.
How about all
And
the
the
bushes
bushes-
along the plant? At one time, they were getting pretty
A
old.
couple years ago, Mike
We
had,
thinned them out.
Mike had the guys rip them out, because
They're gone completely
too
now?
old and,
We have some limbs that I would like to remove that are starting to touch the fence, also come back into the plant. There's some stuff that I'd like to do, but I don't want to do it without permission.
I'm pretty good with you touching base with Steve on any of that. Steve, just use your best judgment.
well,
I'm
he just
good
wanted to
with
bring
that.
it up. It's the sign and everything, and the sign will be a lot more noticeable.
Yes, we
And,
just
yeah,
could read it.
everything's just gotten overgrown. It's
Sure.
beyond trimming and fixing it.
And then we got the brush pile started, and Ed would, I'm sure, be more than willing to pick it up for us, so. I've also gotten with Ed, when we clean our lift stations out, we are gonna try to get it to where we do Armada, Metamora, which is another one of our projects, a little ways away, and do Ed, but we have to try to, because Ed's is a hazmat material being arsenic, so it gets taken to a different place. So we're gonna try to work it out to where we can fit all 3 in a day. And Metro said they would give us a good discount, so.
Oh, that's for the water plant, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But theirs is a hazardous material, so it gets taken to a totally different place than where our grease gets taken when it gets pumped out of the station, so.
So hopefully we're not double dipping, we have them come in and take care of the arsenic, and 2 weeks later, these guys asked to clean the pump station or something else. Trying to make it work together.
Are they just gonna like divide the bill 3 ways, so we'll pay 2/3 and Metamora will pay 1?
I haven't asked on that, I just, I will find out. The hazmat material will be a lot more than cleaning lift stations, obviously,
Oh,
so,
all right,
because it's
because we'll need
arsenic.
to make sure that we're not paying any of Metamoras.
Yeah,
What they basically give us a big deal on is the drive, the charge time and all the
Right.
miles and stuff like that.
Does Metamora do the lift station grease, or do they do the hazmat stuff?
Lift
too?
stations,
Lift station.
they got 3 lift stations. So, ours are actually still pretty clean, so. Besides that, I would also like to, I brought up a couple of meetings ago, the tank for the compressor. It's starting to look like a junkyard to me around there with all the scrap metal in the tank, and I do have someone that would buy it for $200, which would make up for the $190 that we had to pay extra for the compressor because of the alternating relay that had to get installed because the other one didn't work. So I don't know how we go about doing that, but
You know, it is village property, but $200 is far more than you're gonna get for scrap on that, the way scrap is right now. And I don't know how we handle it because it's, again, village property.
Yeah, but that's a small expense, and you could approve that. Or
Well, it's not an expense.
It's not expense, I
Well,
know.
I just,
I mean, I know.
I don't
it's
wanna
not-
get in trouble because I'm selling village property.
There may be a way that we have to do it. I
Should
can
you
ask
touch-
Jeff.
Because I think you have to open it
Touch
up
base
for
with-
bid or
Well,
something.
whatever you did with the desk.
Just like
Back
the
in-
desk, right?
Yeah, we
had to-
advertised it
we had
and
to.
then, I mean,
Well,
but
and
who's
we've
gonna
got an
put
old lawnmower
scrap on it?
down there too that's
Yeah.
sitting.
We'll just find out from Jeff, how do we handle our
Well,
scrap?
it'll probably most likely be like the desk, which had no monetary value per se, so you just put it up and anybody that wants it can come put a bid on it and we'll take the best
So
offer.
maybe Chris can get you a list of everything
Yeah.
that he wants to get rid of,
Yep.
and then do it all in one swoop.
Yep.
that would work because
Yeah.
to me, I just. I like
Well, we'll put it
neat
in the
clean.
window, I don't wanna put it in the paper that
No, I don't wanna
costs
spend
money.
Put it in here and give it 2
We'll
weeks.
put it
and
here,
then
we'll
2 weeks, we'll call
hopefully
scrap
get
it.
it on the website.
Right.
We'll do it.
Yeah, because right now, I haven't checked in like 6 weeks, but scrap metal was like $20–30 a ton last time I checked, so it wasn't very
Yeah.
much at all.
Okay.
So,
Alright, well, if you give me a list of what you got down there, we can put
Okay.
it
And
together.
then once you get, just kind of run it by Jeff to make
Yeah, I
sure
will.
we're
Yeah.
doing it the right way.
Yep,
Okay.
not a problem.
and besides that, I'm just getting quotes on everything for my CIP capital improvement plan. So, again, when that is done, if something's ranged out 10 years from now, you can expect it to be more money 10 years from now. But we're just plugging away. I've got 2 more guys trained, so there's 4 of us that are, I'm always at the plant. We got a guy named Stuart now, you've met him. He's probably gonna put in at least minimum 32 hours a week there with me. And we got another guy, Rob, that knows how to do lab and help on weekends is basically the big thing, because I've been working, I haven't had 20 days off since September, I don't think, so. It's gonna be a big weight off my shoulders and I won't be so burnt out, but being able to work 1 out of every 4 weekends, so. So, I'm getting a lot more stuff done because of more people being there more often too, so. I know that was kind of long, but that's all I had. I'm sorry to take up so much of your time.
Chris,
so-
thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you
Thank
so
Have a good trip
much.
back to Lansing.
Oh, I will.
Thank you.
Yep, you
Thanks
guys have
for
a great
everything.
evening.
You too.
Yeah.
Take care. We don't have a treasurer's report tonight. Our treasurer's husband has been ill and in the hospital, so she's been with him accompanying him. So, any liaison reports?
I just wanted to let you guys know, I don't have any copier stuff yet, so I said I'd bring it back to this meeting, but I have to still make some phone calls. Jeff was looking into one thing for me, so we're still working on it. So,
And from the planning commission, we still need you guys to go out and ask people to join.
I have it on
I don't,
everything.
a lot of us started
I don't know
on
if
the
it's on
planning.
Channel 6 yet.
You were on the planning commission, I was on the planning commission, you were on the planning commission, were you Lyle?
For a little while.
We need a zoning, we need 2 people on zoning board, we need 1 person on planning.
This is my report.
I know, I'm just, well, I put them together on the same thing, so just so you know.
We need planning commission people, so,
You have openings for 1, David, is that it?
yes.
Mhm.
But, you know,
Yeah, I have a
we
five.
lowered it from 7 to 5.
Right.
So it's very difficult. Now, if one of us can't make it, because then, 3 people there just does not look right for a decision. We need to get that back up.
And it's $25 a meeting people get, you get paid for it, it's not just volunteer,
Right.
so.
It's pretty low pay, yeah.
Yeah, but at least
If
there's
you're on
some
the
pay.
council, it's even
Yeah.
lower, isn't it, Steve?
When I was a stay-at-home mom, I was happy.
Right, sure,
So,
sure. Good way
Would you
to,
like to be happy again?
no,
she can, unless she takes your place.
Well,
which, you
that's
know,
what
I
I'm
mean, that's
talking
her
about,
own.
that would be
Yeah.
wonderful.
I have
She'd
my
be
hands
happy
full right
again.
now, thank you.
Okay, building department, we don't have a report on.
No, I do not.
So,
Mr. President, I have something here from the liaison reports. The street department's been notified that DTE will be in trimming some trees, like they did here a couple of years ago and last year. The DTE tree trimming program is what they call industry's best practice. And it says here that from DTE's, we understand our customers value trees. The same customers also rely on DTE to provide reliable power in good weather and in bad. That's why our tree care experts work to find a balance between reliable power and healthy trees. We are committed to working collaboratively with you to address any concerns before tree work begins. Here's what you can expect will happen over the next several weeks. The village, our residents are going to see their arborist planners, that's from DTE, in your neighborhood and possibly in your yards, inspecting the power lines and trees to determine where trimming is needed. The arborist planners will be wearing yellow DTE energy vests and carrying ID badges. If tree work is needed on your property, the arborist planner will knock on your door. If you are not home, he will leave a tree work scheduled door card on your door. If you have questions about the work intended for your property, please call the number on that card. If a tree poses a serious hazard to power lines, or if trimming will put the tree's health at risk, they may need to remove it. And they'll make every effort to work with the property owners before removing any trees. Please be assured that DTE follows industry standards for trimming and/or removal of trees near power lines. All work will be completed by DTE professionals who have been trained on safe, proper, and environmentally responsible work practices. For more information regarding their tree trimming programs, you can visit the webpage at dteenergy.com/tree care. And please also review the enclosed brochure, which they have given us here, regarding the trimming program. This program will ensure that trees and power lines coexist safely in your yard while delivering the energy you depend on each and every day. And I will leave, Michelle, you have a copy of this
I do. I
packet
have
here?
the original, yeah.
Okay, and they have the tree trimming maintenance program, the village, they call us a city, but we're the village of Armada, with the letter. And anybody that would like to come in and find out what they're gonna do, how they're gonna do it, with the numbers on it, please come in and pick up a packet. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Ballard. Of course, I already stated the building department, we don't have a report on that.
The next is the general business of our consent agenda. What is the council's wishes?
I'll move that the consent agenda be approved be accepted as presented.
I'll second.
Moved and supported.
Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Payment of bills? What's the council's wishes?
We voted on it, Mark.
No,
How did it
you're
just
the
what?
consent,
I was fine.
Oh, okay, right, I'm sorry. Yeah, because I was looking at Anthony. Yeah, so, that's all okay. Old business, this would be your request, Mr. Ballard.
Yes,
Main Street project update, please.
Yes, I met with HRC on Thursday, and we met at the corner of Crawl Street and Main Street. We're still holding water in that intersection right there from the sidewalk. It backs up about 4 inches in there, and I told them it was not acceptable, and I'm not gonna accept the streets until that's taken care of. Also, the seeding, they came out and they seeded some, but they didn't do any backfill. And we've got about a 2-inch trip hazard just about the entire length of that street. And so I told the engineer, he says, no, he says, I'm not going to accept that either. He said, so we're gonna have to get that backfilled and reseeded. And I said, okay, fine. Now, there's been no date set on this, but we are extended through May the 30th on our project. Okay, they extended it so that they could get this done. Also, we have one manhole out there, and it's right by Spencer Street, that every time a car goes over it, it goes clunk, 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 clunk. And I told him, I said, I want that taken care of. He said he'll take care of it.
There's another one just a little farther up too.
Is there one further up? Okay,
Yeah.
probably haven't did that one yet, but, okay, real good. That's my report.
Thank you, Mr. Bell.
If I may, could I also put the Prospect Street Bridge in on this?
Technically, it wasn't on the agenda.
Okay, fine, we'll put it on, that'll be the
I'm
next.
sorry, yeah,
That'd be
I was
fine.
thinking we had it. No, we do not, sorry.
No.
Okay.
New business, Construction Board of Appeals appointments, we have. Get my page here.
This is just something we just do annually.
Yes. I'm gonna find my page here, there we go.
I move to appoint Steve Nichol to the Construction Board of Appeals to a term ending April 10th, 2017, subject to the appointee meeting the qualifications set forth in Chapter 11 of the village charter.
2. No, is it 11? I think it's chapter 2.
Or is that Chapter 2,
I think it's
Roman
two.
numerals? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Chapter 2 of the village charter.
I'll second.
Moved and supported, any further discussion? If not,
How about we just say chapter 2 or chapter 11, just in case, because I'm not sure, I gotta check.
Okay.
Because that's a copy and paste, so, but it isn't 11, not I's, it's
I
ones.
think it is 2 though.
I think it's 2 also.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next one is Robin Cares to the same appeal.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I make a motion to appoint Robin Karas to the Construction Board of Appeals to a term ending April 10th, 2017, subject to the appointee meeting the qualifications set forth in Chapter 2 of the village charter.
Support.
Moved and supported.
Just so everybody knows, I did talk to everybody about everybody that's on here, and they all agreed to be. I didn't do letters this time, it's just easier to call.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Next one is Lyle Ballard, also for the same appeals board.
I make a motion to appoint Lyle Ballard to the Construction Board of Appeals to a term ending April 10th, 2017, subject to the appointee meeting the qualifications set forth in Chapter 2 of the village charter.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Abstain.
Congratulations, Mr. Ballard.
Thank you.
I don't think the Construction Board of Appeals has been called since I've worked here. I don't know that they've.
Hasn't been since I've done it.
No, it's not. It's been a while. Let's hope it stays that way.
Do you get paid on that, Lyle, if you do? No?
No, the other guys do what I don't.
Oh, okay. Sidewalk program. Mr. Ballard, this is your department.
Thank you. About a week and a half ago, I think it was, Ed and I went out and we surveyed the sidewalks that we want to do. And this is for non-CDB work, non-CDBG work. And we have a total of 2,564 feet that need to be done.
How much was it? 24?
2,564 feet.
64, thank you.
Okay, and that's, give you the locations. It's the west side of Fair Street, 590 feet. North side of Prospect Street, 843 feet. East side of Birch Street, 591 feet. The west side of Birch Street, 540 feet, for a total footage of 2,564 feet. And I would like to have Row Engineering Incorporated make us out a request for proposal for the non-CDBG work. So we could get 3 bids, 3 quotes on that. Okay, it being non-CDBG work, it's it's gonna be probably a little bit easier on us because the prevailing wage does not fall into it, and there's none of that other CDBG
Right.
stuff that has to be done. Now, the other portion of the work, the flags that have to be done, that's all gonna be done by our DPW through CDBG work, which is gonna allow our guys to do it, and we're gonna be reimbursed for that.
Well, the homeowner will not have to pay.
Right, the homeowner won't have to
If
pay
we're
for
gonna
it.
do income, just so the public knows, Mr. Ballard will be going to several homes to income qualify. And if it's low to moderate income, which I don't know the amounts right off the top of my head, but if you income qualify, CDBG will cover your half, because whenever we do sidewalk projects, the homeowner is responsible for half of the payment. So CDBG will do that. On these larger ones that Mr. Ballard just gave you the footage on, those are too big of an area for our DPW to do. So that's why those will be going out through Rowe, and those homeowners will be responsible. So,
So I don't think I have to have a motion for Roe to do that, do I? I don't think so.
Do you have any kind of an anticipation, time element?
No, I don't.
I know it's,
Not at this time, we're just getting it started. I'm hoping to have it done by, September, October anyway, like that, so.
yeah.
yeah, once the leaves start falling, they don't wanna
No,
be doing it.
they won't be doing
Right.
that, okay?
Or the
And
weather
school
goes cold.
starts.
Yeah, or fair time, or, there's a lot of ifs. And with CDBG, that money won't be available anyways until probably July,
Right.
so we're on a really tight schedule with them.
The next one also is your department, Mr. Ballard.
Tree removal program.
Yes.
Okay, when Ed and I went around and we took a look at these sidewalks, in the same areas, except for Torrey Street, which I didn't see on here, but Torrey Street is definitely on there. We have to take out approximately 17 trees throughout the village. All right? Now, these are all areas in which they're hampering the sidewalk. They push the sidewalk up, we're getting lifts, we've got all this, where they put coal patch in there to try to make a ramp that doesn't work. So anyway, so it's approximately 17 trees that are gonna have to be taken out.
Now, since Joe isn't here, I'm gonna do the audible 17 trees
And they're
for
coming
her,
out.
because
Yeah.
I feel the same way. I hate to see any tree go.
So anyway, those are going to, and Ed has already started getting quotes for that.
Are any of them gonna be on West Main to have anything to do with the construction out there?
No, nothing out there yet.
Okay.
When Ed comes, we're gonna add that into
The cost
the
of,
cost of the, right.
okay.
Right. That'll be all programmed into that cost. Stay away from West Main at this point in time, because, you got a few spots in there where the trees are bad. Now, there's one tree on West Main that does affect our sidewalk, but boy, I don't wanna cut that down, and that's right over there by the corner of, between Teets and Simon Street, that great big white oak right there. I don't wanna touch that tree. That's, I think that's on the National Registry of Trees, but
Thank you.
I'm not sure. Even if it's not, I don't wanna touch that
Was
tree.
that by West Kent's?
Right there
Yeah.
by West Kent's place.
Yeah.
It's a big oak,
Beautiful
big white
tree.
oak in there. So anyway, that's that one. And, but we'll decide that when it comes into the West Main Street project. So, it's all along those trees plus the ones out on, and there's trees on, Torrey Street that are gonna have to come out too, so.
Is this gonna be in the form of a bid for
Yeah, oh, yes, yes.
next meeting, you think?
I don't know, right now, we've got, Jim and West Hardin taking a look at the trees. We'll go, see what they kind of price they give us, and we'll go on, but I would like to get three quotes from them. But,
So in other words, probably maybe a month,
oh yeah, a month
two
or
more
two.
meetings at
Are
least?
A month or two anyway.
Yeah.
Do you think any of them are gonna be affected by the DTE thing? Because maybe they'll have,
I really don't know that.
yeah, you didn't know that when you were out looking, I
No.
just wondered. Because maybe they'll be taking care of it and we won't.
Well, DTE does not like to drop trees, they like to cut around them,
Well, they, I wouldn't call it.
But anyway.
I think a lot of them too, Lyle, in the yards,
Yes,
Yeah,
instead of into the street.
right,
So they don't like to fool with right-of-way stuff,
right,
so.
right, okay.
And if it is in the right of way, you know, back like along the old alleys or something like that, then they're probably gonna take them out. I would
Okay.
imagine, so.
Okay, that's it. Very good. Approval of payment for performance for Armada jams. This is Commissioner Belkey's,
Yeah, it's that time of year again. We've got to put the process in place to get the performers paid. So I'd like to make a motion to approve creating the checks for all performances at Armada Jams for the 2016 concert season and to allow disbursement to the performers on the day of their performance.
Support.
Thank you.
been moved and supported.
This is how we do it every year. It's just easier that way. We're not looking for signatures the
It should
day
be a
of.
roll call too.
Yep,
Yeah, it's spending money.
I'm on it. Ready?
Okay, go ahead.
Belkey?
Yes.
Ballard?
Yes.
Conan?
Yes.
Wolock?
Yes.
Cooper?
Yes.
Shaw?
Yes.
Clark?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Makes the process a lot smoother.
They like that date on the day.
Well, and it's just easier for us too, because we create the check and then we gotta make sure that we can have two signatures and sometimes it.
We're still going with the closed session.
That's somehow, I think you're doing this first. and-
I don't know, it's up to guys.
Is there a closed session tonight?
Yeah.
No mention of it here.
What? Executive session?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. It's right here.
It's right up right underneath here.
It's right in there.
E.
Right in there.
him back here?
Well, do you wanna just go into executive first, Sherry,
He
and
wants to address the board too.
before executive?
Yeah.
Okay, they proceeded by, yeah, okay.
Preceded by.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff and I had a very big
So we-
discussion on
we
how to
need
do
to have a-
this.
So now you want to go into executive
Not yet. I
session?
think
Not yet.
Sherry would like to,
Mike, Sergeant Patrick wanted to be here for the part of, the first part.
Yeah.
And then he will exit the building for the closed session and come back.
And then we'll close the camera off so we don't.
yeah.
Right. Yep, I already told
Okay.
Dave.
Which, I mean, technically Mike doesn't have to do because it's his contract. He could be in here if he wanted to.
I made
but
it
yeah.
his call and that's what he felt
Yeah,
comfortable
he
with.
told me that too, but.
So.
So council knows I request somewhat if a closed session, so that if there's any questions from council,
Regarding the contract only.
their contract only, right, so, I naturally like to have it pretty smooth as such. I don't mind saying,
Walk right in.
come on right in.
Sit
I
right
go
there.
spider to the floor.
Yeah, you're good,
No,
you're good.
come on in.
Okay, can I just get my family, round them up outside here?
Yeah,
Sure.
go ahead.
I can't hear.
I wonder if he's
Camera.
thinking we already.
No, we're not
Oh,
in
not now.
executive yet.
Not in executive,
No.
okay.
No.
I'm wondering if he's thinking we already went into executive.
Probably is.
But I think that's why he,
I know,
Maybe that's why I took off.
misunderstood. Right,
That's okay.
that's all right.
What in the world was that? It sounded like it hurt, Dave. Do your fingers work?
That's just gum.
No, it wasn't gum, was it? Did you go? I didn't think so.
Sounds like it.
was a Dick Edberg out here yesterday.
Yeah, I heard he was.
Did you go see him?
No, I didn't go see him.
He did the game Saturday. He's pretty old for you, for us.
Well, he's 80 years old.
80?
80.
He's coming back. He just went to grab his family.
We didn't go into executive yet?
Not yet?
No,
Okay.
but I thought you might want to take a moment and address the board or introduce your family and.
I sure would. Yes, thank you. Good evening, everybody.
Hello, Mr. Patrick.
Thanks for allowing me this
Sorry.
opportunity here. First is my lovely wife, Sandy. Right here. She's stuck with me for over 30 years as a law enforcement officer, and that's a tough thing to do. It's probably worse than the career itself, or harder, that's for sure. So she's a saint for that. And I have my one of my beautiful daughters here, Jessica. She's 23, graduated from Oakland University, and is an elementary school teacher.
Oh, good for you.
So yeah, she enjoys that very much so. And then on the end is my son Jack. He's a 16-year-old junior in high school. He's got a little bit of an Armada connection. He plays summer baseball for Joel Hoover, the Armada high school coach. Yeah, through his organization, the Michigan Brewers Baseball Club. And his coach is actually a graduate of Armada also, Jordan Ackerman.
Yep. Oh, good.
So,
Yeah.
Pretty great graduate.
Yes.
Yeah.
He played the park.
Nice guy. Yeah, he's a good kid. Yeah.
Yeah, very
And
much.
I've umpired him before.
Yes, you have.
Oh, happy, okay.
He was 13, 14 maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe last
The
year.
Brewers that he used to always go to Kite Monroe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We were just there last week,
Oh, yeah.
one of those freezing cold days. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Do you want to say anything, Sher? Do you want to explain
Well,
what
I just
we're
want to
doing tonight?
explain to everyone that we received a resignation for Police Chief Howard Smith. He is going to be retiring. He's been with the department for 10 years, I believe. And Florida is calling.
Retirement's called.
Yes.
He's going.
So, with that being said, we felt applicable to, we had a great candidate from within, and we thought it would be great to offer the position to a candidate from within. Sergeant Patrick has already been involved with a lot of the organizations that Chief has worked with, so it should be a pretty easy transition into the role. A lot of the officers and the village community have come to me with lots of accolades for Sergeant Patrick.
Yep.
So I thought that it would be very good for the community to kind of keep the even keel and to go with a candidate that we already know is a very good candidate. So,
Yeah.
So with that being said, do you still want to go into executive? I think we have a,
If council would sort of like, I mean, if there's any little thing, you know.
The only thing we would go into executive for is to discuss the
The
contract,
contract.
not whether Mike is qualified or anything like that. It's
Right.
just the
If you
contract.
had
and
any
we did do a 2-year contract based on then, his contract would be up the same time as Ed, Dave, all the other contracts. We'd like
Everybody
to make
except
them-
Becky.
We'd like to make them all, if we can, on the same date, so we only have to do contract negotiations once every 3 years, except for Becky.
Yeah.
So
Well, we'll
that
get
was
her
the
on
thinking
schedule
in
next
doing the 2-year contract, and Mike was okay with that as well.
time. We locked you in.
We can step on it if you'd like.
Just for a few minutes. I
Yes.
think we can go
Okay,
for
if you
it.
don't mind.
Well, it's a
Sure.
pleasure to meet
Okay.
all of
Okay.
you.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for bringing everybody, Mike.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, I do have another daughter. But the forgotten middle child, as Jimmy Sharp calls her.
Oh,
She lives in Chicago, so she couldn't be here. Yeah,
Aw.
she's 22, she's on her own, doing very well, but she's a free spirit and has a great job, and she just couldn't be here.
no. Oh,
That's great.
awesome.
Perfect.
It's
We'll
nice to
we'll
meet
come
you.
out and grab you as soon as we're done.
Okay, thank you.
So with that being said, I'd like to move to convene in closed session, discuss strategy in connection with the negotiation of a labor agreement immediately at 7:40.
Sport.
Well, then, we gotta do a roll.
Yeah.
At 7:40, you said?
Mhm.
7:40, yes.
Okay. Okay, who seconded that?
Mr. Ballard?
Bell.
Cooper?
Yes.
Baylor?
Yes.
Belkey? Yes. Shaw?
Yes.
Cronin?
Yes.
Clark?
Yes.
Ward?
Yes.
And after we're done with this closed session, we will come back and re-adjourn the meeting to proceed with the rest of the meeting and any motions that need to be made.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just in case.
Okay. Make sure you say we're back in regular session.
We're back in regular session of the village council, and we are going to proceed with the chief of police's position. And Commissioner Cooper, do you want to address?
I will go ahead and make the motion. if
Make
that's
the
okay.
motion to some.
Okay. I make the motion to appoint Michael Patrick as police chief effective June 9th, 2016, and approve the employment agreement between the Village of Armada and Michael Patrick for the period June 9th, 2016 to March 31st, 2018, and authorize the president and clerk to sign it on behalf of the village.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, let's call roll, please.
Cooper,
Yes.
Baylor,
Yes.
Bullock,
Yes.
Conan,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Elke.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Welcome.
It is proper, or you can step forward here, Chief. Chief Mike
sir.
Patrick,
Yes.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Willing to work with you, and I know you will with us.
It's going to be an honor and privilege, thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
You'll be sworn in at a later date. We already talked about
Okay,
that.
yes,
Now it's done.
we did.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, glad to have you.
Thanks, sir. Good to see you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Sherry.
Yes.
Lyle?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, chief.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Chief.
Thanks, home.
Yeah.
Welcome, family.
Yeah. Welcome to the Armada family.
They'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
I do.
The village people.
Yeah.
You're now part of the village people. so.
Watch out, don't hard that.
Yeah, it's great.
You don't have to stay,
Okay,
you don't want
at
to.
this time, there's
Continue
any,
business?
Yes.
Yeah, we're just closing out.
It's just the end of it, so.
we'll probably have about 3 minutes, Chief, and everybody.
I'll go visit with you next.
You want to step up? Go ahead. Yeah.
See our great motion, it's up to you folks.
What's up, Virginia?
It was nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you all.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
The up and coming agenda items, is there any, council?
Yes, there'll be one of the final checkout and acceptance of the Prospect Street Bridge.
Copier?
Not just the Prospect Street Bridge, just the Prospect Teat Street culvert, or just
Prospect Street Bridge only.
We're only accepting, okay. Okay.
The copier, would you like the copier on there?
I don't know if I want, I'll bring it back, but I don't know if I want to commit to bring it back to the next meeting. So, because we've got a short week, you know, coming up, and, yeah. So.
And I'd like to add the gas alarms for the sewer plant.
That takes care of item A and B. Any others?
We will have an executive session regarding real estate.
Okay.
I'm going to be working on updating the employee rules and procedure conduct, because it's been a long time since that's been updated, so I think we need to look at that, and probably the rules and procedures. But I'm not committing to bring it back to the next meeting, it's just something that you guys should be aware that I'm going to be working on. And I'll bring it back to you for approval.
At this time, there's no further citizen comments in the audience as such. Council comments, is there any? Community events?
Memorial Day Parade, on Memorial Day. Our veterans will be out doing a four-corner that weekend also.
Parade is at 10.
Parade is at 10 and it takes off from the Ambets Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And usually there's a hospitality luncheon at the.
At the Ambets also? Okay.
That's after they attend the services at the cemetery.
Mhm.
They'll be going to Willow Grove to Roy Canch's grave. So if anybody would like to attend and honor
Mhm.
our heroes. So,
My dad, there was also a member of the planning commission.
Also
And he's
seven
segue.
votes.
He did. Yeah.
at this time,
The time is 7:55. I make a motion to adjourn.
Support.
vote is supported. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
And he was very
Thank you,
mad
Council.
at me when